I want you to suspend disbelief just for this video. I want you to assume what I have to say is true. And if at the end of this video you think that it was trash, then just disregard it all and never watch any of my videos again. I want you to imagine that reality is a mirror, reflecting your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs, whether you're aware of it or not. In this video, I'm going to share with you the 5 principles of the mirror world from Reality Transurfing and show you how to shift your reflection to create the life that you desire. The mirror world is a powerful concept that reality acts like a dual mirror. So on one side, it reflects the physical, tangible world, and on the other side, the metaphysical world or your inner state. So this mirror doesn't judge, it simply reflects whatever that you radiate. The first principle is that the world reflects your relationship to it. So if you radiate anger towards the world or frustration that life never works out for you, the mirror reflects exactly that. If you radiate gratitude and positivity that everything always works out in your favor, then you're going to be reflected back positivity. To change this reflection, you must first change your attitude towards the world. Rather than waking up each day and thinking that everyone's out to get me and that everyone hates me and that nothing ever goes my way, it's not going to hurt to start thinking, even if you don't believe it at first, that everything works out in my favor, that the universe always has my back, that what is meant to be will be. The second principle is that reflection forms in the unity of heart and mind. This second principle covers why a lot of people have difficulty with manifestation, because manifestation occurs when your heart's desires align with your mind's beliefs. So if your mind doubts what your heart desires, the reflection becomes blurred and your manifestation is delayed or blocked. So if you have a heart's desire to become very lean and toned and fit and just to feel so confident in yourself, but your mind is so doubtful and every single day it tells you how you're never going to lose the weight, you've always been fat, you have horrible genetics, then that misalignment is not going to reflect a clear picture into your reality. Your manifestation is going to be delayed. It's going to be blocked. Your heart and your mind need to be in unity. And to align your heart's desires with your mind is why we use modalities like meditation, affirmations, visualization. By doing so, you're able to align your thoughts and your feelings and believe that what you desire is already yours. Because when that happens, watch how the mirror responds. A practical way that your manifestation can be reflected into your reality when you align your heart's desires and your mind could be a new supplement that you discover or a new diet that you discover that works perfectly for your body and helps expedite the process and help you drop the weight and gain the muscle. That's just one practical example of how you can start perceiving reality differently, and you're going to start noticing new solutions, new opportunities, new supplements, new workouts that will lead you towards your goal. But this is when your mind and your heart is aligned. The third principle is that the mirror acts with the delay. This principle is another reason why so many people give up, because they're not persistent and consistent and they just give up. You can't get discouraged because reality does not change instantly. Just as if you're planting a seed, it's going to take time. You're going to have to trust the process. You're going to have to water that plant for it to grow. You can't keep digging it up every single day. You got to let it go, water it daily, and allow it to grow. The same is with allowing the reflection of your reality to catch up to your new internal state. You created your current life through years of negative thinking and negative expectations and negative assumptions that the world hates you and your life is so difficult and my circumstances are unfair. Well, life is unfair. I'm really sorry to break it to you if you did not know that, but life is not fair. A lot of people have circumstances that are very unfortunate and very unfair. But if you were born in those circumstances, you can't change them. If you grew up in those circumstances, then it's not your fault, but it is your responsibility to take charge of your life now and to start planting new seeds, new intentional seeds. In my videos lately, I've been sharing a little bit about my past because a lot of people see me and they make the assumption that I've always been confident and that I've always just been upbeat and so positive, but that is not the truth. I grew up in a very low socioeconomic area in a family of 6 kids. I was adopted at birth. I did not have money growing up. I had such a lack mentality. I also lost a parent when I was a teenager. I had substance abuse. I was depressed. I had it all, literally. Like, when I think about it, I'm like, oh my God, that was a lot. I used to have a victim lack mentality that the world is out to get me. Life is so unfair. Everything is so difficult. And of course, reality reflected that right back at me. It wasn't until I started to change my inner state. I overcame all of those situations, and I'm so grateful for them because they allowed me to grow into such a strong, independent, confident person. And I have a lot of wisdom that I gained from those experiences. The 4th principle is that the mirror cites the content of the relationship, but ignores its orientation. So that's just a complicated way to say that the mirror reflects the content of your thoughts, feelings, and energy, but ignores your orientation or the intention behind them. So for example, if you think, I do not want to fail, the mirror is going to focus on the content, which is failure, instead of the intention to avoid it. To align the mirror, focus only on what you want, not what you're trying to avoid. So if you're trying to get into the best shape of your life, you cannot look at yourself in the mirror daily and pick at yourself and judge yourself for the extra fat that you have. And look at yourself like I used to look, oh my God, my quads are not growing. My quads are never going to grow. My quads are so small. You can't focus on that and expect for the mirror to reflect the exact opposite. You're going to be reflected back exactly what you focus on. The key is going to be ignoring your current circumstances, but paying attention to any tiny little improvement. Oh my God, I think my quads are growing a tiny bit. And I know that's a silly example, but encompasses what you need to do, which is to focus on any positive shifts and what it is that you do prefer. One way to do this is through some practices that we've discussed in previous videos, like scripting your big picture reality, visualization, meditation. The 5th principle is to switch your attention from the reflection to the image. So I just went over this briefly, but the 5th principle is the most transformative. You have to stop obsessing over the reflection in the mirror, your current reality. And instead, you have to focus on the image that you want to see. So if you're looking at yourself in the mirror, you can't expect the mirror to change. You have to first change in order for it to be reflected back to you. By shifting your attention to the desired reality, you guide the mirror to reflect that image back to you. With intention and emotional energy, it will become the reflection that you see in your life. Although these may sound simple, that does not mean that they're not profound. And because that they're simple, a lot of people just disregard them. So here's how you're going to apply these principles to reshape your reality. First, you need to examine your inner state. Is it aligned with the reality that you want to create? If you want to be abundant and healthy and grateful and in love, is that how you currently feel? If it's not, your best bet is to focus on gratitude. That is the highest emotion that will help you shift your emotional state the fastest way. Be grateful for the ability to breathe. If you can't tell, I'm congested right now. And I'm grateful that I could still breathe, but I do miss my ability to take very clear, deep breaths through my nose. So if you could do that right now, be grateful for that. Start small. You're going to have to shift your focus from problems to solutions. Focus on what you want, not what you fear. It's just the truth that most people around us complain on what it is that they do not prefer in their life. Try to increase your awareness and notice how many people just simply complain about what they do not like about their life, and try to observe how many people discuss their future aspirations and what it is that they're grateful for in their life. I guarantee the first group is going to outweigh the second. And to shift our reality to reflect a new picture in that mirror, you need to shift to gratitude, shift to solution-oriented, growth-oriented, goal-oriented mentality. One of the best ways to saturate your mind, to penetrate your subconscious mind, is through visualization. Visualizing your desired reality daily, seeing it, feeling it, acting as if it's already yours. And then you have to be patient. You need to trust the process because the mirror needs time to adjust. We're in a dense 3D reality. Things just do not happen at the flip of a switch. It's going to take time. But if you're persistent, you could change the image that you reflect into that mirror into whatever it is that you prefer. And it doesn't necessarily have to take a very long time, but it is going to take time. Be practical. If you want to lose 50 pounds, you can't do it overnight. Even though we are living in our quantum realm and we are focusing on our preferred reality, we do have to come down to earth a little bit. So if you want to lose 50 pounds, you can't do it overnight, but you can do it in a year. You could healthily lose 50 pounds in a year or less and have the dream physique that you are picturing in your mind. And it doesn't have to be torture. I know a lot of people have the paradigm that becoming healthy, losing weight is torture, but it doesn't have to be. You could see fitness and health through a lens of joy and excitement. When you understand these principles, you activate what Reality Transurfing calls outer intention. It's a powerful universal force that aligns reality to your desires. So instead of forcing change, you shift your energy and let the reflection follow. The mirror does not reflect what you want, but who you are. So you have to align your thoughts and your feelings, your mind with your heart's desires, and focus on the reality that you wish to create, and watch as the world shifts to meet you. Remember that the mirror never lies, but that there is a delay. So the longer that you persist with the thoughts, the mind, the mentality, the heart's desires, the feelings, the beliefs of your preferred reality, the sharper the image is going to become and the clearer the reflection is going to show into your reality. I hope that this video resonated with you and that some light bulb was able to go off in your head. Let me know in the comments below what is one takeaway that you got from this video. And please like this video so more people can be exposed to this principle. Send this to someone who you think needs a refresher that they are in control of creating their reality. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.